mitigation controls. Like I told you that when we run a risk analysis, uh, and when the system finds that there is a risk, it sends the workflow to the risk owner. Now, risk owner have the option to either remediate or mitigate the risk. Remediation means he removes the risk that no, we cannot assign this T code to the user.
Okay.
Simply. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's the removal of the risk means when the T code won't be assigned, there won't be any risk. The other one
Yeah.
is that uh, the as per the business process, it is the risk is needed. For example, SU01 and PFCG. It is the most basic example. Assigning both T codes to a single user is a risk.
Yeah.
Okay. So but still we assign. How do we do that? What we do is we use mitigation controls. The risk owner will forward the workflow to the mitigation owner. He will check if any mitigation ID is already established for that risk. If it is not, what he's doing is he create a new mitigation ID and assign a mitigation controller. Now, the work of this controller will be to monitor the logs. Okay, it could be weekly, it could be daily. Okay, depending on the organization, it could be monthly. So he will have to check the logs and he will have to approve the logs. Yeah, that is fine. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the work of the mitigation controller. He check if any suspicious work was done using that access or not. If everything is fine as per the authorization given to the user, yeah, then it is approved. Otherwise, it is reported to the project manager or managers, whoever it is. Okay. Uh, I hope I'm clear this far.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So let me try to connect to the server. Oh, okay. Monica, are you able to connect?
Let me check.
Yeah, sure, please.
No, I'm getting the error. The user account is currently disabled and cannot be used.
Okay. I think we will need to coordinate with the coordinator.
Yes.
Okay, so it will be theoretical only.
Okay.
Okay, let me check if I can show you images for that.
Right now we can do the theoretical part, and in evening, if system is accessible, then we can do the practical.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, that we will do. Okay. All right. So I don't think okay. So I hope you understand. What we do is we simply assign a mitigation control ID, like we assign risk ID. Similarly, for all the mitigated risk, there will be a mitigation ID or called control ID, I would say. Okay, yeah. In the system, it will be known as control ID. Okay. Now, using the mitigation control section, you can complete the following tasks: creating mitigation controls, assign mitigating controls to user roles and profile that contain any risk. Okay. Establish a period of time during which the control is valid. Means whether we are creating roles, users, there is always a validity period. All right. So we depending we actually assign it to sort of infinity, means double nine double nine, here will be double nine double nine. in practice. Okay, but
Mm-hmm.
depending on the organization and the project, it can vary. So we assign a validity, then specify steps to monitor conflicting actions, which is associated with the risk.
Mm-hmm.
Then we create an administrator, monitor, and approver and risk owners. Assign them to the mitigation owner. Like I said, there will be a risk owner who will approve that we will mitigate this risk. Then the workflow will move to the mitigation owner. He will assign or simply check if there is a mitigation owner or ID already sorry, control ID are already present. If it is not, he will create a new control ID and mitigate that risk. And then forward the request to the SAP security team to create or edit the role. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. You sound confused.
Can you please repeat?
Yeah. All right. Like I said, it is when a user raises a request, like
Mm-hmm.
he needs a new T code. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it goes to his line manager.
Mm-hmm.
Then if he approves, he or she approves, it will go to it. The system will run a risk analysis.
Yes.
Then if a risk is found, okay,
Mm-hmm.
the workflow will shift to the risk owner.
Mm-hmm.
Will have the option to either remediate or mitigate the risk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he chose to mitigate the risk because it is important for the business process. So he mitigates the risk.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. Now
Mm.
the workflow will move forward to the mitigation owner.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, he will check if there is any uh, mitigation ID already available for this risk or not.
Mm-hmm.
Mitigation ID, sorry, control ID. Mitigation ID is called control ID. Okay.
Okay.
So he will check for a control ID. If there is,
Mm.
he will uh, simply link accept that risk that this is the mitigation ID, add it in the
Mm-hmm.
notes and forward it to the next team, which will be in usual which will be us, SAP security team.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If there is no, he will create the mitigation controls, create a control
Mm-hmm.
ID for that mitigated risk, and then we
Oh,
forward the request to us.
okay.
Then, as per the request, if we need to create a new role or edit an old role, it depends. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This much is clear.
ये मतलब बेसिकली हुआ है कि अगर रिस्क आया है तो
हाँ,
हमने वो उसको असाइन तो कर दिया बट उसके साथ में एक हमने ट्रैकर लगा दिया और उसके लॉग्स बनाने चालू कर दिए कि वो यूजर क्या कर रहा है क्या नहीं कर रहा
that's
है एंड
correct.
इफ सम फॉल्स हैपन तो हम उसको रोक सकें एक तरीके से
Yeah, that's correct. यही करते हैं. Okay.
ओके
All right. So what is it? In SS mitigation control and SAP GRC access control is a powerful tool that helps the organization manage access risk by associating controls with risk and assigning them to relevant entities. Simple, we assign a control ID to the risk and assign
हम्म
a mitigation controller to that mitigation to that control ID. Simple.
हम्म
Okay. So it facilitates the tracking of mitigation assignments and periodic reviews because laws are created and approved. So okay, and sorry,
हम्म
not approved, reviewed by the controller.
हम्म
Understood?
यस
Yeah. All right. Then creating a mitigation control in SAP GRC access control. So here are the steps given to create the mitigation control in SAP GRC.
ओके
Okay. So what we do is, first of all, we create owners. Okay.
हम्म
And, so we assign these roles. One is for
हम्म
approver. Okay. Approver means one is for approver and the one is for controller. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, one more thing. This assigner, approver, and owner both are same. So both roles will be these are the role name, and these will be assigned to the user. Suppose the client have asked your manager to be
Mm-hmm.
the approver. So we
Mm-hmm.
will assign these three roles to the to your manager.
ओके,
Understood?
तो कि मैनेजर ही अप्रूव करेगा और मैनेजर ही उसको मॉनिटर करेगा.
हाँ. Okay.
ओके.
So I'm just saying, let's suppose means depend कि client किसको मॉनिटर बनाना चाहता है. Usually वो अपने एंड पे ही जो है मॉनिटर्स रखते हैं. Okay,
हम्म.
who will be the monitor and who will be the approver. So usually वो अपने एंड पे रखते हैं, but depend on again depend on the project. Simple.
हम्म.
So we assign these three roles to that user. अगर मैंने ये तीन रोल आपके अकाउंट में ऐड किया है, तो अ, आपको फिर मैं एज अ मॉनिटर और एज अ अप्रूवर जो है असाइन कर सकता हूँ किसी भी जो है रिस्क पे. ओके.
ओके.
फिर सॉरी, फॉरगेट दिस क्रिएट रूट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. ओके.
हम्म.
these both steps, they are usually done during the installation. Then create mitigation control ID. I said that they will be ID will be created. So we go to
हम्म.
NWBC setup mitigation control.
हम्म.
When we open the mitigation control, uh, yeah, mitigation control. Hmm. Are you able to see this image?
यस.
All right. So when we click on that mitigation control, we get this screen. Okay, here
ओके.
we enter the risk ID.
हम्म.
Rule ID is here as a star. Okay. So
ओके.
well, we actually use star only for it is for whether it's if there are multiple rule sets, so it will
हम्म.
assign all the rule sets all together. Okay.
ओके.
Like we have created there was a global rule set, then we have created two different rule sets ourselves. Okay,
हम्म.
customized rule sets. So
ओके.
uh, uh, when we use star here, it will assign all the three rule sets here.
हम्म.
Okay. Then control ID. I said control ID will be created. So see, a control ID have been created. Who will be the monitor? Monitor means yeah, who will be the monitor or controller? So Elisando Banzer is the monitor. So all the
ओके.
logs will be sent to him, Elisando Banzer. We
ओके.
added the validity. It's I think for 1 year. Status
हम्म.
active. Approver is Elisando Banza. Simple. ओके. जैसे कि मैंने बोला कि आपके आपका मैनेजर ही अप्रूवर भी रहेगा और मॉनिटर भी रहेगा. तो देखिए यहाँ पे वही चीज दिखाई है.
ओके.
ओके. मोनिका.
यस.
या. सो देन once we have provided all the information, we will click on next or save or sorry, this third button, create control. It will generate this control ID. Okay.
ओके.
And it will be ready to use. Now here suppose we have to do multiple we have to work on all the mitigation controls. Sorry, all the control IDs in the system. So we can
हम्म.
use these two trick codes: GRC
हम्म.
download MIT assignments and GRC upload MIT assignments. ओके. लाइक जैसे मैंने आपको बताया था रूल सेट्स कैसे हम लोग अपडेट करते हैं.
हम्म
SPRO से। वही चीज यहाँ भी होती है। तो जो है सारी मेडिकेशन असाइनमेंट डाउनलोड हो जाएंगे, और फिर हम लोग उसको मास एडिट करके एक्सेल शीट में वापस उसको
हम्म
अपलोड कर सकते हैं यूजिंग दिस GRC अपलोड MIT असाइनमेंट्स। ओके।
ओके
सपोज हमें मल्टीपल आईडीज के लिए अप्रूवर चेंज करना है। सपोज एलिसैंड्रो बैंसर ने रिजाइन दे दिया, या कंपनी जो है उनका डिपार्टमेंट चेंज हो गया, सो दे विल बी अ न्यू मॉनिटर एंड न्यू अप्रूवर। तो
ओके
क्या करेंगे कि हम लोग यूजिंग दिस टू टिकोड वी कैन डू इट इन मास। ओके।
ओके
ओके। इट इज शोइंग हाउ टू यूज द टिकोड्स।
हम्म
ओके। जब हम डाउनलोड वाला करेंगे तो ये यहाँ पे वैसे डाउनलोड फाइल मांगेगा।
हम्म
और यहाँ पे दिखा रहा है कि ये डायरेक्ट एक्सेल शीट में से अपलोड डाउनलोड करेगा, तो हमें टेक्स्ट डॉक्यूमेंट बनाने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है।
ओके
ओके। ये कर दिया। यहाँ पे ये सब वही बता रहे हैं कि हाउ टू अपडेट मास अपलोड। यहाँ पे आप देखिए अपलोड कर दिया, फाइल अपलोड सक्सेसफुली, और एवरीथिंग हैज
हम्म
बीन अपडेटेड। सिंपल।
हम्म ओके।
ओके। सो दैट्स हाउ वी
इसमें वो यूजर का नहीं आता क्या कि हमने किस यूजर के लिए किया है पर्टिकुलर? जैसे हमने उसका आईडी जो तो दी, वो तो हमने उसकी दी जो अप्रूवर होगा या जो मॉनिटर करेगा, लेकिन ये हम किस यूजर?
हैव द थिंग इज it doesn't matter. Usually doesn't matter who
हम्म
this risk is assigned. ओके।
हम्म
क्योंकि हम सीधे रिस्क को मॉनिटर कर रहे हैं। अब कोई जो जब हम लोग
ओके
रिपोर्ट चेक करेंगे तो हमें पता लगेगा कि इस रिस्क आईडी को, मिटिगेशन आईडी को किसने यूज किया, किस यूजर ने यूज किया। ठीक है।
हम्म
सपोज PFCG आपके पास है, आपने
हम्म
SU01 की रिक्वेस्ट की। ठीक है, देयर इज अ रिस्क, उसको हमने मिटिगेट कर दिया। ओके।
ओके
हमने रिस्क मिटिगेट किया है, यूजर को नहीं।
हम्म
Okay, now that T code has been assigned to your account. So now your ID contains a risk. The role that have been assigned to you is contains a risk. Okay.
ओके
So we will monitor that how you are using that. When we fetch the report, तो हमें उस रिपोर्ट में
हम्म
दिखेगा कि इसको आपने इस दिन पे इस टाइम पे यूज किया था, इस पर्पस के लिए।
ओके
ओके।
ओके गॉट इट।
ओके मीन्स हमें यूजर्स से इस वक्त मतलब नहीं है कि वो किसको असाइन हो रहा है। देयर कुड बी मल्टीपल यूजर्स, 100,000। ओके।
हम्म
बट व्हाट वी आर मॉनिटरिंग इज द रिस्क, हाउ मेनी टाइम्स these both T codes are used. Okay. Suppose
ओके
SC38 and SC38, they both are not give they both are actually no, they are let's say there is one SC38 and SC38, they both have been
हम्म
assigned to a user. Now,
ओके
when we uh, run the report and gather the report, we will know that these T codes have been these both the T codes have been assigned to how many users and how many times they have used it, when they have used it. We get that information. Okay.
ओके
So we are assigning the mitigation controls to the risk. Okay, not on the users.
ओके
Okay. Okay. So it says, yeah. Okay. So
हम्म
this was the mitigation control.
हम्म
The user is not here. Give me a second. Okay. Okay. So we will do this mitigation. Mitigation control is done.
हम्म
Do you have any questions?